After a nice fishing trip up at Leech Lake, kind of northern Minnesota, had a couple of eelpout or burbot. Some people have different names for them. I decided I'm going to try and cook some and see if they're really any good to eat. So after letting them thaw out for a few hours in my garage, they still were awfully frozen, kind of hard to work with. Still pretty frosty. First thing I found out is there's pretty much like a catfish. You gotta skin them first. I did anyway. And then once you finally get them skinned, I just took my fillet knife and went down the sides. You start just at the end of the rib cage, actually right behind their bunghole, and you can fillet that right off, get a nice little fillet. Turn it over and do the same. And there seems to be pretty much no meat on the ribs, so I just took that back strap off from above the ribs. Not too difficult. It does seem to work better when they're partially frozen. It's a little easier to take the meat off. And I don't know how other people do it. I just wanted to try them out. So they're pretty easy to catch. You get them when you're fishing for northern walleye, because they'll take your minnow or whatever you're fishing with, just like anything else. They were so cold I couldn't stand touching them without freezing my fingers up stiff, so I got some gloves and some extra large vinyl gloves to put over those gloves. Works pretty good. I highly recommend it if you're going to clean partially frozen fish. Get some cotton liners or just some kind of light gloves, and then put your vinyl gloves or whatever kind of sanitary gloves you're using over those. Actually wasn't too big a deal to clean them, though I will say that they are really a nasty, slimy mess. So the cleanup was uncomfortable, but managed to get that done. And I guess next video will be cooking them up, and we'll see how they taste. I'm going to keep my taste test simple. Just use a little flour with some salt and pepper and put it in this bag, and shook up a couple of fillets, and now I'm going to brown them on both sides just to get them done. Not really sure what to expect. A lot of people say they make good lobster bites. So I guess I can honestly say they're not flaky like fish I've normally had, and they do have a texture very similar to lobster.